Hello everybody, good morning from Boston, Massachusetts. This is actually the town of Charleston.
Yes, the neighborhood of Charleston here.
Neighborhood of Charleston.
Historic Navy Yard.
Why is this a historic place?
Well, listen, Boston is very historic in many ways, but this is historic because it's the home of the U.S. Constitution, the oldest American combat ship still in active duty, and she sits behind some of those berthing spots there, and also the home of the Case and Young, a very historic ship that was iconic during World War II. And also the skyline of Boston.
Yeah, but I am here, as you all know, because the Korean War Memorial is here, and this is a Korean War Veterans Memorial Path. And actually, I didn't properly introduce him, but he looks very young, so obviously he is not a Korean War veteran, but he is the Secretary of Veterans Affairs for Massachusetts.
I am.
That's awesome, because as a young person myself, I love seeing that another young, are you young? But let's just say we're young. Young person is also advocating and doing so much for the veterans community. So we're gonna walk to the memorial, but you're gonna explain a little bit about the what you do. Do you know why this Veterans Memorial is here?
Absolutely.
Oh yes, I've been asking everybody.
We are very proud here in Massachusetts of the work that we do for veterans and how we lead the nation in providing benefits and services. But it's not just the benefits and services; it's also the aspect of recognition. Memorials such as these. This is the state's memorial commemorating the Korean War and the veterans who have sacrificed during the war. So on the honor roll, you can see the names
let's walk to
of the men and who have perished during the war of 50 to 53.
Yeah.
And then, more importantly, just the size of that monument. Okay. Nothing as big as that commemorates, and it kind of you actually see some of the cold conditions that those men underwent.
Yeah, it's 9 foot tall, and it's actually, I saw that it was sitting on concrete that was donated by the South Korean government. And speaking of the South Korean government, this Deputy Consul General, I'm just surprising him here, Deputy Consul General from the South Korean Embassy is here, and I was just telling them that the structure where the soldier is standing was donated by the South Korean government.
We supported the construction, but it's basically mobilized by the veterans here in Massachusetts. It's a great opportunity that we have this beautiful one.
I know. So the South Korean government obviously is expressing its gratitude to the United States.
Of course, we're very grateful. Thank you.
And Jeff, whom we're going to do a lot of talking, especially down in Middleborough, but he is the vice president of the Korean War Veterans Association, just got elected. Congratulations. I have known him for 10 years, or even more, going back to President Lou Decker.
Yes.
God bless him. Rest his rest.
Now, did they take you around to the first DMZ bench in the country that was there?
No.
Over here.
Where? What's the first? I'm sorry, DMZ bench.
Yes, it is the first memorial.
See, he knows all about it.
Okay. So this was the first memorial ever put up for the DMZ veterans. These guys, Chapter 300, put it up when they did the memorial, and it honors all the guys in Massachusetts who were killed KIA in Korea after 54.
Yeah,
so this is the first memorial in the country to honor these guys.
So again, as you know, the main battles took place during 1950 to 1953 when the ceasefire was signed. However, as Jeff just pointed out, that even after the ceasefire, there were deaths, because technically even now the Korean War still hasn't ended. I do want to give a shout out because we have representation from the mayor's office.
Yes, Jimmy Santos from Mayor Walsh's Office of Veteran Services. I work for Commissioner Giselle Sterling, and we're here today to recognize those that fought in the Korean War, especially as we're in the current stage of affairs that we're in today, in 2018, with what's going on between the United States and North Korea. We want to pay homage to those that acknowledge the fact that the war is still going on. Especially the fact that we just recovered over 100 remains from North Korea.
I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed with Boston.
That's going to be huge. And so, as you know, we have several MIA listed on the memorial here today. So hopefully we'll be able to identify some of those remains.
Yes, and I'm going to go where he has And we have a state representative here as well. It's like, whoa. So thank you so much, sir, for being here.
Yeah.
Can you say boast a little bit about your town, where you represent?
So, yeah.
Actually, let's start by introducing ourselves.
I'm Dan Ryan. I'm the state representative for the 2nd Suffolk District, which includes Charlestown, the neighborhood of Boston that we're standing in today, and also the city of Chelsea. And the historic significance there is the Battle of Bunker Hill was the first armed, entrenched battle for the United States Army 3 days after the Army was organized by the Continental Congress. And the first naval battle in U.S. history was in the Battle of Chelsea Creek, both here in this state representative district. And we have a great military and veterans presence still here. And we do a lot of work in this neighborhood to keep up the civic pride and to also remember all the men and women throughout all of our wars from the very beginning to the end. And this is just one piece of it. And it's a beautiful piece.
It is very evident that this city really honors its veterans. I have to say this is the first major big city after San Francisco that we had, representatives take their busy day out to come and join us in honoring the veterans and the fallen. So thank you so much. I know you said you had to run, but wow, I am so honored.
My suit didn't work. I got to get to the State House.
But not least, of course, these are the Korean War veterans, so I want everybody to say hello. This is Korean. I've known also...
Al McCarthy.
Yeah, he's not really a grandpa. I call him more like an uncle. Yeah, he's a little bit on the younger side. Yeah, I don't know about a cousin. That makes me a little bit older. And
Bernie Smith.
Yes, Grandpa Bernie. And
John Thompson of the local Korean War veteran.
let's not forget Grandpa Edgar.
And legend.
And I don't know why, but Ron is being shy back there. Oh, he's sitting. He's smart, actually. He's sitting. He's the chairperson of the Veterans Brain Trust in Washington, D.C. He's been doing that for almost 40 years.
30 years.
Yeah, I'm kind of giving away his age, but he's a very dear friend of mine. He's very dedicated. Last but not least, because we're going to start the ceremony soon, this is the soldier, and he is on guard, watching he's on duty right now, but I do have to say he's not alone, because he's alone right now, but he's not alone in honoring the fallen, because the names of the fallen are all listed here, and the state of Massachusetts suffered almost 900. So again, this is a beautiful park at...
You are now standing in the place of honor.
Oh, I just had to read this. Just says, his breast with wounds, unnumbered ribbon, his back to earth, his face to heaven.
Memorial walk.
Oh, wow, okay, I just have to end with that. So, again, and one more, because wow, the history of a soldier's wound beguiles the pain of it. So, again, this is my 43rd state in the state of Massachusetts, the Old Bay state.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm so grateful to be here with Jeff. And later we're gonna do another visit to Middleborough, where Jeff worked every day to get that done. So we'll show you guys all about it. So again, thank you everybody. Remember 77.org. Bye.